Lance says there's a big game on tonight, so we might be quite little tonight.
Sue said she's only going to be on for a little bit because Notre Dame football's on tonight.
Oh my gosh. Yuck.
Hmm.
All
Oh.
right.
Right.
I think we're there.
We are there. Hello and welcome everybody. Hang on.
There's Sue Farrell.
I'm Tammy.
And I'm Lance.
We're the Journey to Healing team. And if you're watching on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up and tell us where you're watching from. If you're over here with us live, it's probably going to be a nice little night, short and sweet. Guess there's a big game on tonight.
Right, Sue?
Soon, Lance, are chomping at the bit for a football game tonight. So we'll keep it short and sweet. We have a few announcements we want to go through, and then we'll jump right in, let everybody check in.
Yeah.
First announcement is 21-day course, Metabolic Kick with drboz. It's getting ready to take off. So you can still get signed up for it. It begins January 27th. And I will say it's one of those, anybody that is struggling, this is 21 days of kicking your butt back on track. I can't wait personally for it because I need it this time. I need that help. I need that jump start. And I love it because it falls right there at the end of January. We take the next few weeks to get our chemistry ready, and then we are ready to push. And I love that 21-day accountability. It makes you make you a priority. It makes you kind of forget about the holidays and everybody being off track and everything. So it's one of those win-wins the way it's set up timing wise, but I love jumping in. You'll be in there with drboz live every day. It's just fun. Then you'll get split up for a coach for later on in the day to be in your group coaching session. It's just a win the whole way around. So anybody wants in there, my affiliate link is over on our website. You can jump in and sign up still and get in for that class. I'd love to. You can request a coach, but I will be a coach, but there is also other ones over there and they're all great. So if you want a different perspective, it is not offensive to me at all for you to take one of the other coaches that are over there and get a different perspective of a coach. So just get your butt in there if you need the help and you want to do it. So jump on in on that.
I have a question on that.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it for all levels or is it just like for most intermediate and I don't know, like
And
advanced?
it is for all levels. She kind of backed it up a little bit, and we have everybody coming in at different levels now. So it is one of those, it's kind of a crash course for beginners that know nothing. But it throws them in, jumps them in with both feet, but then we do work through all the process of trying to get everybody going in the right direction. So it is for all levels. I think the win in it is if you're an intermediate and advanced is where it really pushes you because you understand that dedication, you understand that commitment, the time, your chemistry is more ready to go and things like that. But it is not out of the question for a beginner either. And I cannot believe how many successful beginners we have had. So it's neat. So don't be afraid of it if you have anybody that is a beginner. It's good. Next thing I want to say, please, I don't know if anybody was just on Facebook this afternoon, but Dr. Mindy is in the path of the fires. Dr. Mindy Pell's the fires out in California. So please say a prayer for her and Lena, that is Benazati's right-hand girl. She's one of his coaches, and she is also evacuated. She has little ones, and it's just so scary to think of what these families are going through. So Dr. Mindy has had to move 3 times here this afternoon today to keep safe. And thank God she has friends out there that are opening up our houses to her and everything like that. But just terrifying to think of what do you grab, and she's saying, the lesson she's kind of learning from it is when you're in the middle of that, your life is the only thing that matters. So just grab it and go. And she's had to move 3 different times today to stay safe. So just say a prayer for everybody out there. Next time classes are open for January. If anybody is still wanting in, you can get in for January. If you're over on YouTube, please jump in, go to journeytoketo.com group coaching, and you can get in for this week's class or this month's classes. We're happy to have everybody. We got a bunch of new lessons going up, a bunch of new things coming in. So it's just exciting. The guys are working on the back end of the website and classes. So we have a lot of things coming. So I can't wait to share that with everybody. But if you need a little bit of a jump start to get going, this will be the classes to jump in. Next one is Hack Your Health. Code is JTK to save $100 off your entry ticket. That is going to be next November. it's coming November, I guess now.
Yeah.
And it's in Florida this time. And if you're going to go to one conference, this is one I truly love. Robin that runs it is just amazing. We have a blast there. All your favorite people are going to be there. Dr. Boz is there. Dr. Barry's usually there. Ben Azadi's there. Who else?
Dr. Mindy was there.
Mindy.
Yeah.
Who else? It's just a good one. So
there's a ton of information there. It's information overload.
It is, and it's Hack Your Health. So a lot of our products that we use and the companies that we work with are all there. So it's just a good way to actually meet all the people and be able to be with everybody. So if you're going to do it, get your tickets. They will keep going up now until November. So the sooner you get them, the more money you're going to save. And it's worth every penny of that one. So jump in on that one. I can't wait to see everybody. We will be there. We're not sure what all we're doing yet, but we will be there. So, all right. You want to check in first? Or you want me to?
Go ahead.
All right. We are jumping back in. So you guys know Monday was our first day back on track. I've been amazed at how much my chemistry is already shifting, getting back to closing up that eating window. We did great. I've been closing my eating window all week and doing fairly well, cleaning up that glucose. Last night we ate a little bit later than normal and woke up again today with glucose of over 100. I forget what it was, but it amazes me even this far into it when we eat late at night, not even late. I think it was like 6 or 6:30. It was just how fast that jacks up those morning numbers. So it's just a good teaching tool to say the sooner you can finish eating, the closer to sunrise you can finish eating and stop putting everything in, the better those morning numbers are. And it's just proven it to me again. Of course, he's taken off a little.
I mean, I'm the same way. If you watch my numbers, I know Diana was on there and Monica was on there too. And my numbers weren't great. They're not bad, but I've had better. But again, I mean, that late night last night, even though it wasn't late, it was out of our window that we usually eat. And it cost me. But we'll see where it goes from there. From tomorrow morning is another day, and keep going.
We do. And I think the longer that you go at it, the better that chemistry gets. And it's trying to get that ball rolling again. So even as a veteran, we still have to do the same steps that everybody else does to get everything moving, to get those fat-based hormones established, to get the proteins right, get used to tracking again, get used to blood glucose, Kihyo Mojo again. So all those things are the same habits. Even though we're veterans and we know how to do it, getting back in that routine of doing it is just as hard for everybody. So we all have to do that work. But right now, again, we're at that point in starting over. Hey, Libby, glad you made it. We're in the point of starting over where every beginner step is the foundation for moving forward into the intermediate and advanced levels. So we all have to do that work. And I just happy to be here with you and back on track because I cannot wait to quit feeling like this. So it'll be good. So come on in, Diana, come and check in.
Oh, wait, I went to unmute and I'm already unmuted. I'm doing okay. I think, I don't know, I got some symptoms going on I'm a little concerned about, but I'm worrying about my gallbladder.
It's flaring up a little or what?
Well, I don't know. A lot of the symptoms that you have with that are there. Of course, I would never be able to tell about the middle of my back because the pain is there a lot of times anyway, but having a lot of nausea and stomach stuff going on anytime I eat. I don't know. My stools are like really light colored. Isn't that not absorbing fat or something? I don't know.
I'd go nice and slow. Does it bother you when you're eating protein as well, or just fats?
Anything right now. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the last week, what day or what was when I was throwing up, maybe that was part of it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just
Be
like,
mindful of watching it if it's when when the fats go in, or is it protein and fat, or one
it
of the other?
doesn't seem to matter what it is right now. This morning I thought I was at work and oh man, I'm gonna it's like I went and got Dramamine and I don't know.
Well, that's not good.
There's so much junk going on. Actually, I think we possibly have a person there that's working with COVID right now, but
And that
well, it's like there's so much crap. How would you even know? But she's like, well, I can't taste and I can't smell and I can't. And I'm like, I know what those symptoms are.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
But
And there's that flu going
miss,
around too. I
you
don't know
know,
down in your area, but I know up here, a lot of guys at work, man, they're just one day they're fine, next day they are not there.
yeah.
And
And
it,
this particular person, she's missed a couple days of work already because of the weather, and she's like, I can't afford to miss anymore. I'm like, well,
Aw.
I understand that, but I don't know. I'm just a little concerned about it. But other than that, um I've had this pattern lately though, and I don't know. I don't know. It's like, well, I don't know what to talk about right now. But anyway, I get going rolling good, and then I do something stupid to sabotage myself, and I'm just trying not to do that this time. I got the DBR back down this morning. I'm like, okay, now be good, behave yourself. I don't know about you guys, but I have to talk to myself a lot.
oh, daily.
We had a little argument going on once
And
in a
I
while.
don't listen very well either sometimes. So
Don't let her talk about that because I'm sure she'll throw me under the bus on that one.
Well, those
But-
of us that don't get to kind of jump around and cheat about it and half-ass it,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's
No, and
frustrating.
I don't know, I usually can go without eating with no problem. The last 3 nights, actually, I've been starving, but I have pushed through. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat because just like you guys, if I eat that late, it's not gonna be good the next morning. So
It's all over with. Well, keep your ketones up, keep that Dr. Buzz ratio nice and low in case you are getting something or anything like that. You will keep it and keep that immune system nice and strong, get that DBR nice and low, and keep going
yeah,
until you work through whatever it is your body's dealing with. So
I think
good
it's
job.
just the blahs because
Right?
Right?
there's snow on the map coming in again. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Us too. So it's cold. It's bad
I'm
when he
just-
comes home saying it's cold.
Southwest is having a sale. I'm ready to hop on a flight to somewhere south.
Well, I'll show up at Olivia's.
$59 one day or something like that.
Olivia's getting freezing rain.
Is she really?
Yes, she is. And Texas doesn't do good with freezing rain.
That's not good. Well, hang in there, Diana. We'll be praying for
Yes,
you.
and don't shovel too much snow.
Yes.
Leave it go.
Well, we got up to 5 more inches incoming supposedly. So yeah,
Yep.
That's not good.
but I'm off for 3 days, so I'm not planning on.
Hibernate.
Got
There
the
you
cars
go.
out, nothing, no cars stuck. We're good.
Some Dr. Boz chocolate ketones in a cup, warm it up, and you'll be good.
Well,
Right.
this is like warm salt water right now, but I got
That'll
those
work.
too.
That works too. That works too. Good job, Diana. Come on in, Sue. I know you want to jump off early, so come on and check in while you're here.
Unmute. There we go. No, I don't have to get to that game, but you know what? It's going to be fun anyway. I'm doing fine. We are expecting more snow also. We had 6 inches, so hey, that's okay. We went out today and did some running around, and it was nice. So we're okay. I'm doing all right. I did eat twice today. We ate early and then went shopping and did some running. And when we got home at 4 o'clock, I told him, I said, I'm hungry. So I ate I had cooked a pork roast, I guess, pork loin, maybe in the crock pot yesterday. So I had that. I did have some barbecue sauce on it, but it was the sugar-free one. So, but I was hungry. So now I'm okay. I'm not hungry. I just not getting the ketones back up. And I looked online to buy the pucker up. Ain't no way I'm spending that kind of money. I'll fight through it. I ain't doing that. So, but yeah, just getting the ketones back up. I think it was up to 0.6 this morning, which is really low for me. But the glucose was 87. So, I'm good that way.
Yep.
So we'll see. I don't
Sue, I'd make sure you're
know.
hitting those fat macros so we can help get those ketones up. If you want to try a little bit of MCT oil, maybe to help help stimulate that liver, make some ketones a little bit. So those might be a couple things to help.
Okay,
Um,
I'll
do you
look at that.
have some MCT?
Diana, and we were talking about the hot chocolate the other night, and I'm still afraid to use the keto chow mixes to make something like that. And I looked at the chocolate bar that I have. My little sucker's got 8 grams of carbs in one little tiny bite.
No,
It's like,
not.
no.
You know what? If you're gonna have
Oh,
hot
I'm not
chocolate,
even going to that.
if anybody's trying to make hot chocolate in the snowstorm and everything, drboz is the
Dutch chocolate.
Dutch chocolate and the Mexican chocolate. They are both excellent. If you just put them in some heavy whipping cream and heat them up and heat it up and then whip it with that little whipper thing. Oh, is it good? And then do a little dollop of that little, what's that bottle that we spray out that makes the heavy whipping cream? You put cream in it and it comes out doing heavy whipping cream. It is so good, hot chocolate. It is really, really, it's a treat. It's a nice little treat. Get your ketones going and gives you that little bit of chocolate. And again,
stuff.
it's not something I can do every day.
Okay, I'll look for that.
It's not something I can do every day because of course the
Okay.
sweetness in that will get me. You want it in your eating window and all of that, but it's one of those things. It's a nice little treat. A couple times a winter, we'll sit down and do it, or if the kids come over, we'll make a big old thing of hot chocolate. It's always a good. It's always.
Okay. I'm almost afraid to try that.
It's
I'm
good.
afraid once I try it, I don't want to give it up. So,
Right?
yeah,
I
I'll
think
bet. But no
Lance is
more
getting the-
whipping cream in my house.
All right, Lance is getting the link and he'll put it over in
Hey
the
guys,
chat.
I got
on-
somebody knocking on the door.
Okay. He'll put the link over there for it.
It's
So-
expensive,
Okay.
Sue. It's expensive, Sue. So it's you're not gonna be addicted to it. Here's what I
Oh,
what
okay.
Yeah, it's like $67. I just ordered another one today, and but here's what I do is I take like I take half a tablespoon of it on a daily basis, because ever since I've been sick, it's what I need. It's been my little comfort, my I don't know, comfort drink, I guess. But I don't know, just FYI, because
Just know,
that makes
anybody
it go
that
a long way.
anybody that does get them, they come in a fairly large packet. And I will tell you, one of these packets, I can make a whole batch of hot chocolate with a packet. So I don't use a whole packet in one cup. So that's a good point there, Monica.
There's 20 packets in a box.
And I can use one packet for 3 or 4 or 5 cups of hot chocolate. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
a 1 pack per hot chocolate. So that would be way too sweet. It would be way too much for me.
Yeah.
But they're still good. But
you can find those on
I
our, you can find them on the
wondered about
website.
putting them in coffee,
yes.
Yeah.
just like 1 teaspoon or less in coffee.
Not even a teaspoon. I have one of those little measuring cups that says a dash, or measuring spoons that say a dash on it.
Oh, okay.
When I'm trying to do black coffee and get away from my cream again, that one little, just a pinch of that chocolate will take the bitterness out of the coffee. So it does help me a little bit when I don't want anything in my coffee. Again, put it in your eating window, be cautious with it and don't overdo it. But it is a great little tool. I keep a packet open on our coffee bar, and it's one of those things I can use it when I need it.
And you can find that on our website at the lifestyle supplies, or supplies and lifestyle favorites. I'm sorry.
Oh, there. All right, come on in.
Yeah, I was 9 o'clock and again at 4 in bed.
Keep it up
Keep going, Sue. You got it. Stay warm.
and go Penn State.
Come on in,
Oh,
Monica.
she froze up.
I know. Sue's froze up. She's out.
She's a Notre Dame fan, so I had to throw that in there.
Come on in, Monica. Come check in.
Yeah, hi. I my hair
Glad you're
started
feeling
falling out
better.
like crazy. That's what's kind of weird for me. Other than that, I'm on what, day 13, 14 of that crud. So I
You
feel
poor
better
thing.
today. I feel a lot better today, so I think finally I'm, out of this hellhole. But yesterday around 4, not yesterday, but this morning around 4 a.m. the hunger came back and I'm like, holy crap, here it comes. So
She's back.
I've been taking for the last couple of weeks, I've been taking a whole 2 tablespoons of, maybe that's too much, of allulose because I've been scared of the hunger. So I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but I think after um hearing or not hearing, but watching DVR's video about taking allulose or whatever, how good it is. But I don't know, man. It's not it didn't help me last night and it didn't help me at 4 a.m. I was like, I don't know who this is for, but gosh, it's not for my type. I don't know. So yeah, that kind of concerns me. But I don't know. I think protein is like, I'm going over my protein, but I think that's what's helping. So I don't know. We'll see.
Monica, I'd stick with the proteins and the fats, and the allulose. You got to be careful with that. It's a slippery slope to get on. First of all, it's not very sweet. If you're doing it for the sweetness, you got to use a whole lot of it to get the sweetness.
Mhm.
And by the
Yeah.
time you use that much, look at the carb count on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's really
It'll sneak up
high.
on you.
I mean, it's really, really high. So I just question on how much, it'll affect everything. So I just look at it. I don't want to put something extra in my body to make me have to juggle numbers and worry about. So it's just one of those things. If you need it for a sweetener, it's one thing. If you're using it, there is something that'll talk about helping you bring your glucose down or something like that. But there's still ways that I'd rather see you fast a little bit and do some bone broth and heal your gut. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be neat. Go easy. You've been sick for a long time. So get those ketones back up, get back to your routine, keep the proteins up so your body can rebuild and get moving. I would just go nice and easy and give yourself a little break this week. Come on and see
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
I had just a comment because last night I normally don't have trouble sleeping. Last night I could not go to sleep, and after about 2 hours, I got up and drank my bottle of water with my minerals and my iodine and my whatever, those 3 things I put in it. And I didn't have any trouble going back to sleep after that. So you might check that maybe something like that's going on too.
Could
So
be,
you need those
Especially
especially if
minerals.
you've been sick.
especially being sick, you might be dehydrated.
yeah, I did horrible with my water and yeah, I did. And the minerals, I've been better like over the last 2 days, but I'm guilty. I haven't been doing good with the minerals.
It's hard when you don't feel good. It's just hard to
Exactly.
stick with everything. So do
Oh,
the
they
best
taste
you can
horrible.
do.
It's horrible.
Right?
That's the last thing
Everybody,
I want.
everybody over in the group that you hear, and even local friends and stuff that I'm talking to that's had this bug that's going around, it's like people are just losing it. I mean, it's lasting forever, and it's just they're not kicking it like they normally do. But the other thing I look at, those of us that are in ketosis most of the time, most of the people that have gotten sick are people that jump the wagon during the holidays. And I think it's just something to be said on, you have family gatherings, you got people coming together that are not normally together. And then on top of that, you're out of ketosis and you're not making ketones, so your immune system's struggling. So there's just a lot of things that I think it, kind of gang up on getting sick and stuff like that. So best thing I can tell all of you, stick with the bone broth and back on the wagon, get back to the fats and the proteins and cut out the crap so you can get the ketones back. Keep that immune system going. So good job, Monica. We hope you feel better, sweetie.
I had one question over here on YouTube.
Yes.
Candace Flores from Florida.
Oh, she's warm.
Yeah. She asked, second time through keto continuum, any suggestions for the cabinet cleaning exercise when I'm the only one of the household of 6?
Oh,
And also most of the cooking for the household as well.
God love you, woman, because that's a rough road to walk down. So as far as the cabinets go, there's a couple tricks that we always tell everybody to play with. Where you open up the cabinet and your eye level, however tall you are, on your eye level, I want your stuff. I want your things that keep you focused, that keep you on track. If you have to put it in a bin right there with your name on it or whatever, or put the other people's stuff that would be a trigger for you or a weakness for you, put those in a bin and stuff those somewhere else and tell the other people in the household that, all right, you guys are going to climb down on the bottom shelf for your stuff because right now you need to work on some good habits and keeping you focused and on track.
Play the sympathy card.
Yes, and I would, again, we're not doing this to fit into our skinny jeans. We're doing this to save our lives. So it's better for your family to be a little bit inconvenienced and not struggle with it so bad. So give them a little bit of responsibility. If they're not going to support you and do it with you, at least they don't sabotage you.
And help me out. Yeah.
Yeah. And don't be afraid to go and say, I need your help. This matters. And right now, until you work through that, it's the same way in your fridge. If everybody in the family is using that fridge, I want, when you open the door to your fridge up, I want those things to be that are supporting your journey to be right at your eye level and in the front. Again, put the other stuff that's going to help be a hindrance to you or something that may trip you up, put that stuff in a bin, put it in the drawers, put it in someplace where you're not opening the doors and seeing it. Keep those few things that you need right there on that main level and keep it that way. What else was it? Cooking. As far as cooking, God love you on this one. This one's hard. It's Olivia can attest to that. She has family over all the time and struggles with it, but she does so good. One of the things I do in my house is when my kids are here and I'm having to cook for them, I wear a mask. Just because if not, I taste everything. I don't season without tasting and I forget, especially if I'm trying to fast. So I wear a mask, but I would, for you, if you're cooking for everybody else, I would make sure you're getting your fats in and make sure you're not hungry while you're doing it.
Yep.
So it would help you to eat sooner and closer to sunrise and move your eating window up so that you're nice and full and satiated while you're cooking for everybody else. And then get yourself a good cup of bone broth or a nice cup of tea or something like that. Put some coconut oil in it, some nice healthy fat or whatever, and sit down and enjoy the family time with your family still. But make sure you're full enough that you don't want to partake with the foods that are going to derail you. So it's just a couple little tricks that you can do to keep you focused, but kudos to you, and stay over here in the groups checking in and everything. So you have some support somewhere in your journey. So.
Kind of like the same thing of going to the grocery store. Don't go to the grocery store hungry.
Absolutely.
Eat before you go.
Absolutely. If not, our cart ends up full.
It's my fault.
We get home and we don't know where all that stuff come from. Come on in, Olivia. Come and say hi. Good to see you. We've missed you. We're glad you're back.
Yeah, I've missed everybody as well. And I can empathize with Monica. I was sick with that bug for about a little over 2 months. It just hung on and hung on and hung on. And I hadn't been sick, for like 6 years and until I got the bug from my husband. It's just awful, just awful.
You said 2 months?
I'm sorry?
Monica's like 2
2
months?
months?
2 months, yeah.
No.
I know.
I'm going to put myself in the emergency room. No.
I know.
I'm
it
sorry.
was,
That sounds
hopefully yours won't last that long, but it
I'm
did for
sorry.
me. And I hadn't been sick in 6, other than COVID. I had not gotten a cold or bronchitis or pneumonia or nothing,
Good.
You lost your
Right.
voice and everything, didn't you?
Yes.
Yep, I did.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a nasty bug, a really nasty bug. But anyway, as far as what I've been doing, I have been doing some 36, 48-hour fasts. I haven't been doing the 72. It's been a while. And I haven't been checking my numbers very much because I had to go from my left hand, sticking my left hand to sticking my right hand because I've been doing this for so long that I have little calluses. Because I'm real curious. I'm a real nerd as far as data goes. And so I like, I don't always do it just one time. I may do it a couple of times during the day. And so I really do have little calluses on both sides of all my fingers. And so I haven't really been checking my numbers. So today I put on a CGM just to see how things are going. But still staying the course, still eating. Holidays were pretty good. I went to visit my folks. My siblings just came back last Thursday, and we were there for about 6 days. And everything went good. I did most of the cooking for them just so that I could have something that I could eat. And so that part went well until the last day. I think I had something I shouldn't have had, but then got back on the wagon the next day. So yeah, doing good. And I'm glad to be back. I've missed everybody. So
Good. We
deal.
missed you. And anybody that's watching over there that doesn't know Olivia's story, Olivia is our in-house rock star. She's part of our team. And I will tell you, this woman regularly gets a DBR of 4. So she's one of those, she don't just hit and miss it once in a while. Like she will get it a 4 and just rock it out. So she's our superhero.
She's good at the single digits, man. She really is.
Anybody that struggles, Olivia is just, she's done the work. It's not something that came easy to her. It's not something that just her body just kicked in and stayed that way. She's worked through major health issues. She's done the work. She just stays regimented in it. And it's just,
She stays consistently keto.
consistently keto. She does. So good one. She's just a beauty to watch. So anything, she's beautiful inside and out, but her journey is just phenomenal. And when you watch her over in the group and you see her posting over there, you got a lot of things you can learn from her. So if you watch her chemistry, watch how she gets into the fasting. We travel with her. She's part of our team. So she comes with us. And I'm telling you, the woman is prepped and ready every step of the way, every day. She has her little cooler that she carries. So when you say, how do you do this in travel and how do you do this and not be at home in your element, Olivia is a rock star at it. So if you have any questions, always text her and let her know or put it over in the group because it's just neat.
I think the biggest thing too is, like she said, she's a data nerd and she gets into it hardcore. I mean, she is all about it, and she can teach you a lot of things. And any questions, go ahead and throw them over there, because more than likely Olivia's been there and done that. So
No doubt.
it's awesome to have her here.
Any more questions over there?
I don't have any more
Good?
questions in YouTube. Kind of.
Everybody good?
Yep.
All right. Any questions here? Is everybody good, or everybody ready to head and go watch the game? Maybe that'll work. Again, let me run through announcements real quick. 21-day metabolic kick is ready for signups. You can go in there. It's 21 days of kicking your butt, and it's nice.
Hardcore.
It's a hardcore, good jump start to everything that you clean up the holidays. 21-day metabolic kick is the way to do that. Prayers for Dr. Mindy and Alina, all the people on the West Coast there struggling with these fires.
Even, I don't know how close Rob and Linda are over there.
Yeah, Robin, part of our
Yep.
tribe. I forgot
Part of our
about that.
tribes
Yeah.
over there. A lot of people from the West Coast over there. So our prayers go out to you guys.
Absolutely. Our classes are open. Our coaching classes, group coaching is open. journeytoketo.com. Go to group coaching and you can still get in for January's classes. And we're happy to have everybody there and help you. Hack Your Health is our November conference that's coming up. JTK is the code you can use for $100 off your entry fee. Come and meet us up there. And I can't wait to see all of you guys there. But other than that, are you good over there?
Yep.
Cool.
Good so far.
All right. If you guys have nothing, Lance's going to get to go watch his game.
Yay.
All right.